Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt and it is Bloodthirsty Thursday. Holy crap, it is almost TGIF. Yes, yes, yes. First and foremost, I do hope each and every one of you are having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff because life's too short as is. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing each and every one of your faces every day, new and old. And always, always, always look in the description box for more information on the movie of the day, such as your brief synopsis, your starring cast, your director, the runtime of the cut I am watching, which today's movie, I doubt there has been any cuts to it because it is only a PG movie. It is a very dry, pretty much bloodless movie. So this one is definitely a lower on the spectrum when it comes to that. It'll have an MPA rating, which I just told you what this one is. A couple of little trivia tidbits if there's anything worthwhile of mentioning. And then, of course, there will be a link for a trailer or a scene in a movie, which today's is a very easy one for me to find a trailer for. So there is a link for the trailer in there, so do keep that in mind when you're checking things out for the movie of the day, because maybe you want to see a little more or have a little bigger taste of things than the little tidbits that I leave you, because I like for you to do a little hunting on your own, because the chase is better than the catch, and sometimes we all need the thrill of the chase, which is it's fun. It makes collecting worthwhile. Unless it's something you keep getting screwed out of, then yeah, I totally would be bummed. But otherwise, that's the thrill of the chase. It's where it's at. Now, what else do I need to say for my opening spiel? That's it. So let's move right on to this one. This one came out back in 1982, and is none other than Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. P.S. Children shouldn't play with dead things. Yes, this is it. This is, you're invited to Orville's coming out party. It'll be a scream. Yours, that is. None other than the VCI release, which this is actually a very solid release from VCI. I am extremely impressed with this. I can't say anything wrong with it. It is a standard issue pressed Blu-ray. It does have a little insert card with, you flip it over, and it's got some of the other stuff that they've released under their label, which is nice. It does also have another little inside card, which is just a little bit of information on Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. It's not a lot of stuff there, but it is worth a little read. It is a little read, just a short one. And then there is also a reversible cover artwork, which I also like very much. But I like this one. This is what I remember it being when I was younger, and I just have always liked that artwork. It speaks to me. It says, man, I really like being in your collection, Matt. You're a really nice guy. And like I said, this came out in 1972, so 48 years ago. It's been a hot minute. This runs at an hour and 26 minutes. And like I said earlier, I doubt this one's ever run into any issues of being cut, since it is only PG. Maybe PG-13, pushing that boundary of almost becoming PG-13. But by the standards of what it is, I mean, the only cuss word I heard in there was bitch, and it's very quick, and it's like one of those things, if you're not paying attention, you won't catch it. And then it deals with satanic stuff, but that doesn't necessarily mean it should be a PG-13 or a rated R. And then it does have a teensy-weensy bit of blood here and there. Nothing to really push the boundaries, nothing to really gross you out. This is probably one you could watch with a younger kid and get them interested in if they're interested in the horror horror genre. I think this is a safe bet. It is a little slow. It is extremely dated, but it is still a very, very fun watch. I watch it at least once a year. You know, it's one of my go-tos if it's kind of a fall day, you know, which it's definitely feeling like fall out. This one is one I always watch every fall. So I that's how much I love this one. And now this one stars Alan Ormsby, who is a man that has got a very interesting career. He was what I most know him for. Besides this is Deranged Confessions of a Serial Killer, I think is what it's called. It's the Ezra Cobb Ed Gein movie starring Robert. I can't remember his name right now, but it is Robert's Blossom. Very good movie. That one's amazing. But those are the two things I know him from. Otherwise, he was supposed to do some other things, but he always either quit or got fired. He sounds like he's a very hard person to work with by everything that I've read about the guy and heard about the guy. How true it is, I don't know. I'm just taking it for what they say. I take everything with a grain of salt on that one. And then who else we got here? We got Valerie Mamches, Jeffrey Gillen, Anya Ormsby, which is at the time was Alan's wife. She is a very interesting character. She's kind of an airhead type ditzy, off in La La Land. She's definitely different, but each and every one of them are different human beings. That's for sure. And we got Paul Cronin in here. We got Jane Daly, Roy Engelman, Philip Paul, Bruce Solomon, Seth Sklarey playing our good pal Orville, which is I'll pull that back out again on that reversible artwork. That's Orville right there. When I saw this, I was like, is there a hole in my thing? No, I forgot he had a giant like mole in the top of his head. But Orville. He plays Orville, and he's a corpse. So keep that in mind. His character doesn't talk, and not once. You don't see him move until the very, very, very end of the film. And then we also got Alecs Baird, and then this is directed by none other than the late, great Benjamin Bob Clark, who directed two of my absolute favorite Christmas films of all time, one being Black Christmas and two being A Christmas Story. Yes, the movie with Ralphie where, you don't shoot your eye, you'll shoot your eye out, kid. Yes, he is the same director. He also went on to do stuff like Porky's. What else did he do? He did Death Dream, The Baby Geniuses movies. There's a few other things here and there in his filmography, but I mostly know him for the 3 horror films and then the Christmas Story and Porky's. That's what I mostly know him for. So the guy has a pretty good career. Other than those Baby Genius movies, those things are just god awful. I can't even for B sakes to watch it for a B movie type for chuckles. I can't even get through it. It's just so bad, so bad. Anyways, as far as what you got for special features on here, this thing's got a bunch of stuff. It's got your, like I said, the linear notes. There's a commentary track on here. There is the alternate UK version of the film on here, which I have yet to watch the UK version. I always just watch the regular Americanized version because that's what I know and love. There is a Memories of Bob Clark feature. There's a Grindhouse Q&A Q&A. Confessions of a Gravedigger, which is an interview. There is also Dead Girls Don't Say No, which is a music video, and then there's Cemetery Mary, which is a music video, and then yeah, that's pretty much about it. It's actually got some special features to it for a VCI release. Most of the old VCI stuff I have, I don't even think they carry trailers on them. It's been so long since I've watched those. I can't even remember, if that makes any sense. But anyways, now what is this movie about exactly? It's about six friends, 3 boys, 3 girls that go to this island that is a cemetery, and they go there with the intentions of raising the dead, doing a little satanic practices in raising the dead, making them some living dead slaves. Essentially, that's what their goal is to do as they're going out there. Now, they do succeed, but only in partial sense, because it is a zombie movie, yes. Do they become slaves? No, they do not. They are your typical zombies. They're kind of slowish, but they got a little more momentum behind them. They got a little more speed, but not running zombies, which I can't stand running zombies. They're very standard, slow-moving zombies. They do have a little bit of a step to them, like they're a little faster, but they're not like I said, running. They're kind of the effects for them are dated. A lot of it is very dark looking, because I think a lot of that was to hide some of the bad effects, because let's face it, folks, the effects in this are just horrendous. They're not good at all. They are very crude, and they look like theatrical, like it was a bunch of stage actors doing makeup, like it was stage makeup that way, which that's what they all are portraying, are stage actors, which is kind of fun, because the Alan Ormsby's character is our director, and he's this very hard ass director that is very hard to please. He uses his basically his role as a director against each and every one of these people that are there with him, to force them to do other things so that they keep their role in the play that he is working on. So he is kind of a very, very tough man to work with when it comes to that end. And now the rest of it, as far as anything else goes, well, they go there, they do these funny little scenes where they're trying to resurrect the dead, and both Alan and I forget who the other lady's name is, they both try to succeed in doing this, and they both are kind of like, the girl is better than Alan, and it really shows, and her acting is much better than Alan's, in my opinion. But Alan's not a bad actor either. They both do their roles very, very well. They're probably honestly, all 6 of them, I like them in their role. I don't dislike a single person in this movie. I dislike things they do, especially Alan. Alan is a piece of crap. Like, he has them dig up this dead body, and so that they can do these rituals on it, and his name is Orville, is what the name of the person is that was buried. It goes so far as he marries the corpse. He even lays down in bed with it. It doesn't really. You don't know if he makes sexy time with it, but it is kind of alluded that it could have happened. I don't know. They both were fully clothed, so I don't really foresee any kind of weird sexy things going on there. I just foresee a guy just being a real creep laying in a bed next to a corpse, one of those ordeals. All right. So as far as anything else goes with the plot, that's about all I want to give you. It's very basic as usual. As far as like technical ratings go, but Bob Clark was definitely an accomplished filmmaker. I definitely love his style, and he definitely did a great job with it in presentation, editing, camera work, actors, the story, everything he did was good. Granted, this one it had an extremely small budget compared to his other stuff, but very very good. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 on a technical side. And now, as far as an entertainment, this thing's probably a 3 out of 5 as well. It's middle of the road, probably a 5 out of 10 movie, maybe bordering a 6 if you're with like-minded people to watch it with. Otherwise, it'll be a real drag if you're with people that are nitpickers, people that do not get smaller budget films and have a taste for them in my opinion. One of those kind of ordeals. Now, as far as anything else goes, I want to keep it at that. This one is a very fun movie. I highly recommend it to all my zombie fans, especially ones of the older zombies, because you really might like this. My good friend Kyle, I bet you might like this if you haven't seen this one. This is definitely up your alley. Alright guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I got some stuff to do today. The computer's about to die, so I got to plug back in as well. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got an amazing movie for you. Tomorrow's is a film. I got an amazing film lined up for you tomorrow. So I love your faces, and as always,